It's time. It's here. And it's glorious. Killers of the Flower Moon, directed by Martin Scorsese. A film that will be dropping October 6th in theaters, coming from Paramount, going to be dropping eventually on Apple TV. Ricky Flicks, can you hit me with the line one more time? Can you hit it one more time?
Can you find the wolves in this picture?
Man, just an electric opening to the trailer, too. We got the oil sprouting. We got the
There
Native
will be
American.
blood vibes.
There will be blood vibes, the dancing around the oil, the natives in their land. You get a story about basically American imperialism domestically. And my God, Ricky Flex, this is better than I anticipated. We kind of crapped on this after the Dune trailer, where we said, oh, Dune's really making us tingle after that trailer. Where is Killers of the Flower Moon? And boy, they came back with a vengeance, Ricky Flex. I am excited for this. Um, I haven't read the book. I will not read the book because
Good.
all I need is Martin Scorsese. All I need is him, one of the best storytellers of our time, taking the reins and then taking us for a ride for 3 hours. I don't care about the length. Give me a 3 hour Martin Scorsese movie. And after the quotes from Scorsese this week saying, quote, I'm old, I read stuff, I want to tell stories, and there's no more time, end quote, it just gives a lot of um it gives a lot of weight to this upcoming movie. Like, who knows if this will be Martin Scorsese's last movie? Fingers crossed it won't
Whoa.
be. Ricky,
Whoa.
he's an older guy, but it makes.
Whoa.
But did you not think that when he said that quote?
I didn't think. I think he was going like Tarantino's doing. I think he would do the same thing, saying this is going to be my last one, and he's going to bring everyone in for that movie, similar to the Departed.
I didn't mean to put a damper on this Ricky Flex. I'm just trying to like give the audience a perspective like this is going to be everything he's putting into it. It's not him letting off the gas. It's him finally finding his voice even 5 or 6 decades into his career. He also said, quote, Kurosawa, when he got his Oscar, he said, I'm only now beginning to see the possibility of what cinema could be, and it's too late. Now I know what he means. Like that. Then the trailer dropped from the day after this quote came out. I'm like, oh my God, I got chills right now. Ricky Flex, what are your thoughts on the first look at Killers of the Flower Moon?
Yeah, let me just say this isn't going to be his last movie confirmed. He's doing the Teddy Roosevelt movie with Leo. He's doing the Jerry Garcia movie with Jonah Hill. Yeah, so this would not be his last movie. He's not going to do just only one more. He's doing a minimum of two, and he's also in talks to direct the Gangs of New York series coming. So he's got so much on his plate.
Ricky, I'm in a dark place. Barry Keoghan story got me in my feels. I apologize.
Thank you. So don't lay that on me.
Sorry.
But this is sick. This has, when I see Leo in this movie, I'm thinking of Shutter Island a little bit. He's got that tired look to him. Like, what have I just seen? Look to him with that horror, not horror, but the scary vibes around it. I mentioned there will be blood with the oil and the fire scenes, and the visuals, but also with in the trailer when they had the white screen, but then paint black across with the lettering, the white lettering over it, or it's paint, reminding me of True Detective. Also with the visuals, the drone shots as well. You could see why Apple TV had to make this and not a regular studio, because they would be the only ones to throw this much money into it. You could tell by this trailer, the visuals look awesome. But at the end of the day, that wasn't my takeaway. My takeaway from this trailer was Robert De Niro.
Wow.
Yeah. Robert De Niro, who The Irishman was his movie, really. Like, he was the lead, even though, like, Pacino got the nom there. But, like, this tells me, oh, wow, like, he seems like he's going to be the bad guy. Leo seemed like he was going to be the bad guy, rumored. This looks like De Niro's the hungriest wolf. He's shaking hands while sitting down. It has the Don vibes. Like, yeah, he's the gangster, head Don. And that was right after the greed is an animal that went across the screen, And then you have like a courtroom scene, perhaps, with Brendan Fraser as his lawyer. And that was right after a bank robbery scene. So yeah, like, that kind of what I'm thinking after this. That, hey, we had the rumors that, you know what, this is supposed to be Leo in the lead. But then, we hear that Leo dropped out of the lead and went to the side gig to be the villain. similar to Django. I remember we talked about that in the checkup. It's like, oh wow, but I don't think so. I think Leo's still the pure lead, and I think that's bad news for Jesse Plemons, who, yes, ended up being on the title card at the end with Leo and De Niro and Lily Gladstone, and not Brendan Fraser and others. He was the fourth person on the top billing. But at the same time, it's like you dropped out of the Stephen Yeun Nope role for this, and we only got one scene from you in this trailer. So that was my second takeaway from this: is that one is De Niro is the villain, and it looks like he's got to put in a good shift, and two is Plemons. Like my hopes for you is has gone down after this trailer for sure.
Okay. There seems to be a lot of bad people in this movie, which I love from a Martin Scorsese production. I expected nothing less. It's a lot of Don Corleone energy from Robert De Niro, but like this is a situation where he is an antagonist. He's not an anti-hero in a Scorsese movie. He is going to be villainous. Even Frank Sheeran, he was the protagonist in The Irishman, right? When's the last time we got De Niro as a pure antagonist in a Scorsese movie? Do you have to go back to 91 with Cape Fear? Is that how far we have to go to get him as the antagonist in a
In a
movie, in a
Scorsese
Scorsese?
movie, yes.
Yes, in a Scorsese. Because like you can, but he is one, like De Niro is arguably one of the greatest. He is the greatest anti-hero actor we've ever had. I know we always think of television with anti-hero type
Right.
figures with like Bryan Cranston in Breaking Bad or James Gandolfini in The Sopranos. Uh, but here it seems like he's pure villainous, and it didn't give us a ton of him, but you got the vibe of his character from the minimal screen time he had. Plemons also, I got all I needed to understand his character. Villainous
Right.
guy trying to uphold the law, right, in a way that's going to benefit, right, those who are trying to take this land potentially. And Leo, this seems like a very complicated role. And that's what I took away from this trailer, along with Lily Gladstone, which we'll get to in a second. To me, Leo is playing someone that is stuck between two worlds. He has this relationship with a Native American, feels a belonging to like this Native American tribe, but he is inherently, obviously, white. And is he going to do what he's being pressured into, the people that he belongs to, or the person that he loves? Like it seems like he has a very conflicted character in this movie. He seems like he's very stressed out. He's tense the entire time. I think Leo is going to put in an absolute shift here, obviously. And I think we're looking at potential Oscar win for Leo.
Oh,
I'm
win. You're going all the way to
I'm
win.
going like, dude, it's very conflicted role. I think the one other character, like De Niro, I think also like it's just something he hasn't done in a long time and has audience very excited. Um, Lily Gladstone looks like she's going to be a very empowering type of female figure in this film. Her playing the Native American in this story, one that is obviously circling around, as I said before, domestic imperialism, taking of these people's lands, stripping them of their lands for their resources. Um, Period piece that seems way more entertaining than it should be because of the way it's shot from Scorsese. I think her relationship with DiCaprio is going to be electric, and then like having like those like such dark figures on the periphery of this movie. It's going to be phenomenal, bro. It's going to be phenomenal. I thought the sound was amazing. The visuals, like I keep seeing pictures tweeted out. This movie is going to be special. It's going to be special, Ricky Flex.
I another takeaway, not my main takeaway, was also Leo Oscar nom. Book it. Like if you can get it plus money, just do it. It's a lock.
Not
He
an alpha here.
and not an alpha, which is also interesting as well. And I think that makes it, like you said, complicated. It's a good word. Puts in the versatility of his style of acting, even another layer to Leonardo DiCaprio, arguably the greatest actor we've ever seen. But like, if you look at the Best Actor race, if you look at literally since the Oscars till right now, the only person that has a shout is Joaquin and Beau's Afraid and Matt Damon and Air. And then if you look going in the future, it's like, all right, what do you see? This summer, Killian Murphy. That seems like to
Oppenheimer, yeah,
be
yeah.
like a not a lock, but that seems like okay, that has a lot of potential. Um, and then
Joaquin
like
again.
Joaquin again in
Napoleon.
Napoleon,
Yeah.
really, and Timothy. He's got Wonka. He's got Dune. Will they somehow reward him for that? I don't think so, but maybe. and you have potentially Leave the World Behind, Marshall Ali, and all that cast. Maybe something there. But again, it's a weaker year for Best Actors, what I'm saying too. So not only we get nominated, but you have a good chance to win.
Dude, the Scorsese's quotes, why I brought him up earlier also, it seems like he's already campaigning. Look at like by these quotes. I'm like in all seriousness. And like the having like Jesse Plemons here also very excited for. I know there's been like he was supposed to have, I think he actually would have been great in the DiCaprio part. I think that's a part that's made for Jesse Plemons, someone
Mm,
who can be someone that is a physically imposing figure, but also can play a timid role. Like we've seen him do that like a number of times here. But seeing him pure villainous, like almost like a Breaking Bad type of Jesse Plemons, just like an older version of it, that's kind of cool. That's kind of
yeah,
cool.
I'm honestly thinking that the rumor that Leo switched roles to the villain was incorrect, and it was the exact opposite. Where
Oh
like
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
yeah, I'm thinking it was like the exact opposite, where like he went to the good guy role instead of the villain role. That's what I'm thinking. And also, just one last thing about the Oscars. After seeing this trailer, the focus on the taking over land of indigenous people, Native Americans, can't like I could see this winning Best Picture over Dune. I know I'm on the Dune. I'm still on the Dune
It would
bandwagon
be
here,
very Oscar.
but it'd be very Oscar, and especially after seeing this trailer versus Dune, where Dune that didn't to me that wasn't a pure Lord of the Rings or Gladiator style of movie to me. It's similar, but not the same effect, I think, and the same impact as what this movie would do. That Oscar vibes story is there. So definitely the leader in the clubhouse is Killers of the Flower Moon, without a doubt. And you should if you didn't see this trailer, definitely see it. And if you're not excited for it, you should get excited.
And
You should. Like it's gonna be insane. October, I think 21st, October 21st in theaters, then Apple TV Plus after.
October, I have October 6th. Is that just the
Oh,
premiere?
October 6th. Let's
Yeah,
go.
October 6th in theaters. But last thing I want to bring up is I want to talk a little bit more about Brendan Fraser, someone that people didn't know if he was going to be in this film, and him showing up in those two moments in the trailer. You know all you need to know about him. You don't have to give me anything else. You don't have to give me another trailer for this movie to hype up my anticipation. And him naturally as a lawyer, like you already have the villainous aspects when someone plays an attorney, and you can think about the dark sides and the dark like thoughts that go inside that man's head. And then when he's representing someone that looks as evil on screen as a De Niro does. I think Brendan Fraser, like they wanted to let us know he's in this movie. He might not have like the maximum screen time of a Leo over a Lily Gladstone or a Robert De Niro or even a Plemons, but I think he's going to still have a presence in this movie. The Fraser sans lives on. All right.